And now for something completely different.
Okay, we're back. We're ready to roll with some more Brad and Lucy on the Brad and Lucy Show.
Yes. So we're gonna watch some Boyle.
Okay.
Okay.
Frankie Boyle, yes, we're in the mood. This is his actual first set at the Apollo.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and apparently it's outrageous.
Ooh, even better because he likes it dark, and so do I.
In what way? Do explain.
What does she mean by that? I mean, I like the dark jokes, you know, the
okay.
nasty raunchy
I see.
ones,
Okay.
You know.
What does she mean by that?
What did he mean by that?
What does she mean? Okay, never mind.
What did you mean by that?
Here we go.
Retard.
Hello!
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Hello at the top. Do you remember years ago when they were making Braveheart? Everyone said, "Oh, it's ridiculous. Mel Gibson playing a Scottish guy. That's not going to be very convincing." And look at him now. An alcoholic racist. The most Scottish thing I've ever seen, I was going through a town called Bathgate at night, and there was a guy pissing against the front door, like that, who then took out his keys and went inside. I'm from Glasgow. If I had to explain Glasgow to you, I'd say that if I had to pick a city in the world where I could depend on a member of the public to punch a man who was on fire, to punch a flaming man to the ground. We should get a photo of that blown up and use it as the welcome sign at Scottish airports. And underneath we should have the words, "Scotland welcomes careful drivers." I mean, the naivety of Al-Qaeda trying to bring religious war to Glasgow. We're 400 years ahead of you guys. You've not even got a football team. There's a fallacy, isn't there, that baggage handler prevented hundreds of people from being horribly burned.
Yeah.
These were Scottish people flying to Spain. People say it's good they didn't hit a fuel depot. I think it's good they didn't hit the queue coming out of duty free. They got up like Hiroshima. British Army have got a big recruiting drive on in Scotland at the minute. Because that's what you need if you're fighting an unwinnable war in the desert. More ginger people. That's why they couldn't send Prince Harry. They couldn't afford the resources required to start developing factor 60,000 sunblock. It's not always the friendliest place in the world, Scotland. I once saw an English guy in Glasgow trying to order a pint of lager and lime, and the barman went, "We don't do cocktails." We can't just be dour, negative bastards up there. John Logie Baird invented the TV, and when people came up to congratulate him, he went, "Aye, but there's fuck all on." We're looking forward to the Olympics in London. I'll take that as a no. They say the Olympics is going to rekindle English national pride. I mean, come on. For 9.2 billion, you could have written "fuck off Germany" onto the moon. The Spice Girls are getting back together. The only way I want to see Jerry Halliwell draped in a Union Jack again will be if she dies in battle. tell you what I think they should do in Big Brother. You know, on eviction night, when someone gets sent out, the people inside, instead of hearing screaming or booing or whatever, they should just hear complete silence and then a single gunshot. There was a story after the last Big Brother, wasn't there, that people in India were burning an effigy of Jade Goody. And they weren't, it turned out they were barbecuing a pig. When I was at school, I could just never work out how to get girls' bras undone. I just couldn't do it. And then eventually I realised that these girls were wearing a different type of bra from my gran. If you don't like that, you'll hate this next one. The oldest woman ever to give birth gave birth this year. She was 63. You'd imagine at 63, the baby didn't have to force its way out. It spent the last 3 months bungee jumping. Every time she went for a shit, it had to brace itself. Like the end of the Italian Job. Apparently, scientists have come up with a condom for premature ejaculation. And basically, it's got an anaesthetic in the lining that makes you numb. And you can last for longer. Or, you can wear it inside out and you don't have to wake anybody up. Thanks, because to be honest, that one can go either way. Apparently, a quarter of men have a problem with premature ejaculation. The rest of us just don't think it's a problem. See, science isn't all progress, is it? What was wrong with train toilet doors that just locked instead of this multiple choice system? So now, if anything goes wrong, you're going to be sitting there while the whole toilet wall slowly slides away. And you're unveiled like a fucking prize on a quiz show. For 500 points, a shitting woman. Gordon Brown's got his big new idea. He says he wants to make children stay at school till they're 18. That's just not living in the modern world, is it? 17-year-olds having to go to school. Who's going to pick their kids up from primary? Wants to bring in ID cards with retina scans and 49 items of information. ID cards won't stop your identity being stolen. It just means that once it's stolen, you're fucked. You know, I've left my wallet in the hotel. I'm going to need new eyeballs and a finger transplant. Gordon Brown has seriously said he wants listening devices put into lampposts to fight terrorism. Is that how terrorists work? Come over here, we must discuss our evil plans in this brightly lit area. We'll sing them out like a fucking barbershop quartet. Do you think George Bush even knows who Gordon Brown is? He probably thinks Tony Blair's put on weight and had a mild stroke. See that bishop up north somewhere who said that the floods were God's judgment on homosexuals? If that was true, Brighton would be like fucking Atlantis by now. All for gay adoption. Gay men would make brilliant dads. They already know where all the best parks are. They already know how to put talcum powder onto a sore bottom. I'd have loved to have had a gay dad. Do you remember all that stuff at school? Oh, my dad'll batter your dad. My dad could batter your dad. Listen, my dad'll shag your dad. And your dad'll enjoy it. Got to that stage in Scotland now where people recognise me, but never where from. I got followed by two guys in Glasgow who thought that I was the wee bear from Bo Selecta. Yeah, you wait years for that Proclaimers thing to go away.
We're just singing the Proclaimers.
My favourite thing I saw this year was an article in one of the women's magazines on Valentine's entitled, "How to Tell What's Going Through the Man in Your Life's Mind While He's Choosing Your Present." And it was a surprisingly long article, which at no point mentioned the words, "This'll do." Oh, a giant Toblerone, she'll love this. I've been reading a lot of these magazines. They're getting more and more like sex manuals, aren't they? All these articles about how to be better in bed. It's all aimed at men. These things going, why not surprise your partner by having a romantic bath together? Add to the atmosphere with scented candles. After her orgasm, remember to hold your partner, as this may be when she feels most vulnerable. I don't know why I'm looking at you here. I just got sucked in there, little fella. Not the best choice of words in the circumstances, but you know what I mean, right? There's no balance. There's nothing telling women how to give men the sort of sex that they really want. I'd love to see an article in Marie Claire or something going, why not surprise your partner by skipping foreplay altogether? Add to the atmosphere by swallowing. After his orgasm, remember to phone yourself a taxi. You know how men go, oh, women don't know how to wank us off. Don't know I'm doing an Al Jolson number. I don't know how to wank us off, mammy. Mammy, I wish I hadn't said that. Men will say that, right? Women are actually better with their hands than men. I mean, admittedly, if you get a woman who doesn't know what she's doing, it can be a bit like having someone with Parkinson's disease trying to unblock a sink. But what's a guy who doesn't know what he's doing with his hands like? It's like a hungry child wearing oven gloves trying to get beetroot out of a jar. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure. I've loved talking to you. Take care of yourselves. Good night.
Oh my God, that was good. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good.
Oh yeah. I like that he just doesn't have his tongue in his pocket.
Yeah.
He'll say whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Frankie, so that was his first set at the
Boyle.
Apollo, eh?
That's the first one.
I'm gonna watch some more of him. I love him. Oh boy. I mean, I love a lot of comedians, but I mean, he's up there for sure.
I like the raunchy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so he's right up there.
He definitely toes the line, doesn't he? Just walks that line.
There's like him, Patrice,
Jumps, skips over it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
They gotta test those lines. Of course, now it's hard to test lines, it seems, but this time of age right now, it seems like you don't want to test lines in case.
No.
Here at the Brad and Lucy Show, we never try to test the line. We always keep a fine, dignified show.
Never.
That's right.
We're such respectful people.
We're respectful, we're responsible, we're mature.
I can't go off.
Remember somebody told us to grow up? We have to grow up. It's like,
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember something like that. Oh well.
yeah, we had somebody. You guys need to grow up. You know, you're just a little bit.
Growing up's a little overrated.
It's overrated. Yeah. I tried the grown-up thing for a while. I didn't like it. It wasn't impressive.
Yeah, we take care of our business. We're good.
That's right.
So we can have fun. It's all good.
That's right. Remember,
Still
folks,
responsible, you know.
love and live and laugh. Love and live and laugh.
I'm gonna get the gun. Gonna shoot him.
All right.
Yes.
I don't know. Bye.
And now for something completely different.